Don't you love when you make it all the way out to the field and you realize you get everything laid out, you're all ready to go, you turn on the GoPro so you can get that good comparison footage to make sure that everything's looking clean, and you got no SD card. Yay. So we're going back home to go get an SD card, and unfortunately it's like 8 o'clock. So we've got about a half an hour before we really get any decent sunlight. Nothing like the scramble. Mission accomplished. SD cards grabbed. So I changed locations. The place I usually go to, I really wanted to go to the same place as I went to last time because, look at me when I'm talking to you. Hi. Really wanted to go to the same place because I could compare the HD footage afterwards, but sunlight was getting really low over there. It was the last time I was there too, but so I'm going to the place that I went to the very first time I tried Betaflight. Park's empty today. It's small, but mostly grassy, which keeps me safe, which is always good. Got the boy with me again. I'm gonna let him ask what we're doing. So, Mr. K.
Flight 1.
Not Flight 1. What are we doing today? What are we out here to do? Do you remember?
Tuning.
What is it?
We're gonna tune.
We're gonna tune. What am I trying to tune out?
Hmm.
Remember what I'm trying to tune out.
Propeller wash.
Prop wash, you got it. And what do I have to change to get rid of the prop wash?
The peg.
PIDs, thank you very much. Before I start, I will go ahead and show you what the PIDs are currently here. Going to be raising P here probably by about 10 to start from where I am now. See if that brings down some of that prop wash. It's really the only issue I even have with the way this thing flies at the moment. So let's get this battery plugged in and let's change those settings. Roll P is at 50 and pitch P is at 58. So let's bring that up to 60 and 68. All right, let's see what we get. I didn't see as much prop wash, but I started to hear that little bit of trill when I was kind of jamming on the throttle a bit. So, straighten you out. I think I need to actually bring it back down a bit. So I'm gonna try only having raised it by 5. So let's, all right, 53 and 63. All right, let's try that and see what we get. All right, so the trill went down. I could still barely hear it, but prop wash was still mostly gone, it looked like. Now I should mention that I am running the same props that I was running from the last time I went and flew. They did have a crash or two after what I showed you guys, so they aren't necessarily perfect. So let's check. I did that on purpose to a certain degree because I want to keep an eye on these motors, because like I think I may have mentioned before, these Cobra motors for me tend to run a wee bit warmer than I was used to on the last set of motors I used to run. So I kind of want these not perfect so that I can handle it. So they're warm, but they're not crazy. So some of that trill may just very well be from a couple of the chips and stuff here. So when I'm done here, I will put fresh props on and do a good flight, and we'll see what we get. But for now, I think the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to raise that D gain by like just 2. Even with the motors as warm as they are, I'm going to go up 2 and see if they get any warmer from doing like what I just did. So let's try that. Even sure what I was doing there. All right, well, speaking of changing the props out, this one's bent and haggard now, so now I'll definitely be changing the props. Feeling the motors still warm, still a little warmer than I'd like, but not feeling any problems. I think that actually still felt a tiny bit better, enough for me to say maybe I should leave it. The only time I saw, at least in the goggles, was during really rapid stick, like when you know you're going to get prop wash, when you just shouldn't be running the sticks like that. So I kind of like that. I'm going to leave it, change out props, and see how it flies with a fresh prop. All right, fresh pack, fresh props, fresh lenses. Love the taste of that. There we go. Fresh pack, fresh props. Boy is out playing at the park. So let's try with those settings now and see what we'll get. One sec. All right. Let's see what we got.
great. All right. It really does. It feels good. That's happy. Actually, the only reason I even came down was I figured, as dirty as my FPV cam looked, the GoPro would probably be pretty bad. But it actually looked pretty darn good. So props are still in perfect condition. Looks like it didn't really do any damage to that. I don't even see any scuff marks yet. I took a leap for sure. All right, let's finish the pack. Ooh, me have been having a little too much fun. Almost got to 13 volts there. Let's unplug.
Oh, Daddy, can I be a monkey bird?
Not right this second. Let me finish this last pack and then we will monkey it up. Promise.
Forever.
Okay? Come here. All right. So, dare I say it, I'm not supposed to say it, but I'm gonna say it. This is gonna be the last one for me. I was so happy with it, like I said, that I kind of flew it longer than I should have. But I'm happy. I'm looking forward to going home and seeing the HD footage, seeing what we actually got. So, I guess you guys will see what we got. Let me know what you thought. Do I need to change anything? I'm sure I'll find something to nitpick, but at a certain point, I usually just let it go. I can't complain. This thing barely needed anything tuning. Thank you to the guys at Betaflight for that awesome tuning guide. I think that's probably what saved me hours of misery and struggle. Changed my P's by 5 and my D's in the end by 4. 2 today, but I already think I changed them by 2. So, yeah, can't complain. All right, I'm gonna play this last one. Y'all have a good one. All right.
Far away.
You're under the table. it is. Haha. Found you. So,
bad.
question to you all. That's the first time I've ever flung a GoPro. The mount is perfectly fine, but it looks like, did I screw it down too deep? This is like a TPU mount. Do you guys usually put like washers over it to kind of flatten it down? Do you just not screw it on super duper tight? Like, I didn't try to go excessive, but I also wanted to try to make sure it was on. I don't know. Let me know. Let's finish you off. Now that you're remounted. So good. So good.
Lando Nomo is the best so far.
So far, Lando Nomo is the best.
Because he's brand new.
Let's put it this way. I am usually extremely conservative with my batteries, and as soon as I hit 14.4, I bring that puppy in. But with this, I see it, and I'm like, just one more. So I know it's good.